Hey everyone, it's Mike the Accessible Traveler. Today we're visiting Disney's Hollywood Studios to finally ride Rise of the Resistance, the Star Wars ride. We've tried several times and this was the first time we've been successful getting a boarding group. What I'll do is I'll explain also in the video on how to get a boarding group number, but you have to make sure you get here early. So stay tuned, enjoy the video, and look for the tips afterwards. Hey everyone, this is Mike the Accessible Traveler, your guide to the world. Sit back and relax while we share the accessible side of life and travel. We will show you the highs, the lows, and everything the accessibly challenged would like to know. If this is your first time here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell to be notified every time we post a new video. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'd like to go up to it. The floor seems kind of slick.
Okay, this will be fine.
Who was the one? Who was the one? You were the one, sir? She'll have you leave in this line right over here to the right-hand side, right?
Hey, how you doing?
Both lines, how many?
2.
2 on blue.
Okay.
And 1 on red.
What you said?
Yep, we're on blue.
Once you're inside, you may spread out. Interrogation will begin momentarily. Your interrogation room will be this way, so you may want to turn around and face this way. That's elbows to all of you. Ah, there we are.
Should I leave this here? Or?
It's up to you.
Yeah, that's
If
fine.
you're able to stand for a few minutes,
Sure.
you can leave it here.
Do I take the key or leave it?
Take the key with you. Do you take a moment to look down? Remember the color that you're on.
So you're by yourself?
Yes. We're actually staying at the Contemporary.
How are you?
Blue and red, enter.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Prisoners are secure.
How many times have you read it?
Never.
First?
Yep.
It's my second. That's great.
Leave us. Yes, General.
Enemies of the First Order, we will soon snuff out your meager resistance. You chose the wrong side, and now you will pay. The Resistance prisoners.
You have what I want. You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
We are needed on the bridge.
Keep the prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
We were here when the park opened today. I couldn't get in. I watched Josh's video and went because I just wouldn't let us get into a
Me
plane.
either. It took me like 4 times. Refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah. People next to me were like number 60.
Oh, did
And
they?
I got
Wow.
101.
That's what we got.
So what happens next?
Break us out of here.
Watch now. Lieutenant Beck, we need to find a way.
Recautos para su seguridad. Permanezcan sentados con su cinturón de seguridad bien ajustado. Mantengan las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del transporte y supervisen a sus niños.
I can never do this, so where's mine at? It's in the seat. Right? Okay, I got it.
On those yellow straps on your right side, guys.
Do you have gloves?
On the yellow strap for me. Thank you. Hold those yellow straps for me.
Just don't let me forget it. I don't want it getting smashed in the pocket.
On the yellow straps, guys. On the yellow straps. Perfect. Hold your hands, arms, legs, and feet. Jordan's closing his doors now. Are you able to remove your headgear, please? Headgear.
Take it off.
Okay, take this corridor to the triple list. Then head down to the escape pod base. Those droids are programmed to return you to Batu. Hurry and don't get caught. Lieutenant Beck will guide you.
Recruits, for your safety, stay seated with seatbelts securely fastened. Keep hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the transport and supervise your children. Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Did it work? Good. Now get a move on. There's a clear path to the turbo lifts at the end of the hallway. Turn right. A probe droid. You're lucky it didn't spot you. Take those turbo lifts and stay out of trouble.
Hey, you're not authorized. Wait, those are the prisoners.
Cover is blown. Find an alternate route. Who picked these two droids anyway?
Party on level D.
Take cover, recruits! If anyone's packing a blaster, now's a good time. The escape pod's just below us! Wait, why are you going up? I said down! Up is bad! Up is real bad!
The resistance will attempt to rescue the prisoners.
They have neither the resources nor the courage to engage us.
You underestimate their conviction. Raise the shields.
Shields? I see no evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. There's nowhere to run. Escape. You will tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the Resistance.
Hold on here, what's going on?
Really?
shots came in a little off target. Ground crews will meet you outside the wreck. All right, nice job, recruits. Not what you signed on for, but hey, you're resistance now. I think I have that authority. Right, Beck? Where's the lieutenant? I need eyes on Beck. Line up. Staffers, posse. Lieutenant Beck here. Beck! You're alive. I should hope so. Great job, recruits. Thanks to your heroism, the location of the resistance base is secure. Bravo! Yes, Off-Hive, you too.
Okay, welcome back. I hope you all enjoyed Star Wars Rise of the Resistance with Susan and I. I wanted to give you a couple tips on getting onto the ride. And it took Susan and I about 3 attempts. One was my own fault. I had forgotten my scooter battery. But the very first time that we went in, we had a backpack with us. And she decided to get in line with the backpack. And I went on in thinking I could go into the park and get a boarding time for, boarding group for Rise of the Resistance. Well, she got stuck in line. We were there probably about 20 minutes before the park opened. And she got stuck in that line. I did get into the park because I used the entrance where people with no bags could go right in. And I was in there waiting. Well, she was stuck outside in the line. So when the opening time of 7 a.m. hit, I started to try to get onto the boarding groups and it wouldn't let me. It kept saying that your whole party is not in the park. So what you need to do, I want to give you some tips. If you were going to the park, what we did to finally get on the ride, we left our bags out in the car. We were able to park pretty close, so we were lucky. We had handicap parking, and we left our bags in. I said, well, I'll go back after we get a boarding group and get our bags. So luckily we did that. So we were able to get into the park, both of us, very quickly. We waited around. Now, in order to get a boarding group for Rise of the Resistance, what you need to do is have the app on your phone, the My Disney Experience app. And what this app does, it gives you a chance to go in and get a boarding time. But you have to be quick. You cannot sit there and dilly-dally and think that you'll automatically get a time. There's a lot of disappointed people because they can't get onto the ride because they don't know how to do it. So what I want to show you is how to do this. So what you're going to do, I'll show you this app as soon as I pull it up. You go to My Disney Experience app, and when you go to it, you'll come up to the home page, somewhat like this, and you'll see there it's Rise of the Resistance. Let me see here. And then you'll see where it says Find Out More. So what you do is you click on Find Out More, and it takes you, and right now, of course, it's middle of the day, so it's all open. And it's saying that groups 56 through 65 are actually boarding. But if you go down here to the bottom, you will see here, it's grayed out right now, join boarding group. Well, what you need to do is first thing in the morning, say for example, the park opens at 8 o'clock. Right at about 1 minute till 8, what you want to do is you want to toggle back and forth between the home page of the app and this page. Once a boarding group will allow you to join, this gray box will turn white with a black ring around it. Then you can join the boarding group. But a tip to you, every single person in your party needs to be in the park waiting around just like you are. And while they're waiting around, you're on the app. And if you have more than one person with the app with all of the people in your boarding group, they can all try, so whoever can get in first will get a boarding group. Now, give you an example. Susan and I were there early. We got on and we were trying to get into the app. There are so many people in the park that are trying to get onto this ride. They're scattered out all throughout Hollywood Studios. Everybody gets there as soon as the park is opening. So you have thousands of people trying to get boarding groups. So even though we were there early and we tried, we got boarding group number 101, which is a standby group. Anything over 99 becomes a standby, and you don't have any guarantees you're going to get on the ride, especially if it breaks down. I've seen some days where they only get up to 50, 60, 70 boarding groups before the park closes. So, but this day we were really lucky. They ended up, I think we started out at 7 in the morning and our boarding group was called around 6:30 at night. So, you know, we wanted to get it so we could film this for you and show you the accessibility of the ride. But one thing, get there early, plan on staying late. If you have a park hopper or you have a season pass, something like that, you can do what we did. We went to the park, got our boarding group. We knew it was going to be later in the day. We left Hollywood Studios and rode the Skyliner over to Epcot Center, and we went to the Festival of Arts that they had going on at Epcot. So we did that for a majority of the day, and then we came back to Hollywood Studios and spent our evening there. So, you know, there's strategies to everything that you do with these rides now, especially the newer rides that are coming out. So I hope that these tips helped you out. Please, if you have any questions or comments, put them below in the questions. We'll be more than happy to answer them for you. And I look forward to making our next video. See you guys later. Thanks.